Previously on Restoration, Chaz received a mysterious note from a ranger named Emin Pathik, and the team did some research on the dwarven tunnels underneath Silvery Moon. They tried to act as normal as possible, but some were more successful than others.
Anyway, back to Pathfinder, or whatever it is we were doing.
With the administered out of town, you all can't really confront her about anything, so you gotta just have to do more of the same. But now you at least have a goal of prepping to go into these tunnels. So we set up another lunch meet or another dinner meetup or something for the next day when we have some more information, you've had some time, just so that we can kind of get back together and check in. Hopefully it is less explosive than last time.
We'll see.
Now we're just poking a different bear.
So what did everyone find out? I can tell you all about the underground tunnels. I can't, actually. There wasn't that much information.
There wasn't. I'm so sorry that you wasted your day researching for nothing.
Wasted? No! I had a great time. What are you talking about?
Oh, well...
You forgot, this kid loves research.
You found one sentence. He's like, no, I didn't find what I was looking for, but I had fun researching.
Do you know how much I learned about Silvery Moon? Oh, man. One time, when we have some more spare time, I'm going to tell you all about it. You better settle in. It's a lot.
Oh, I'll bet.
Oh, boy.
It sounds riveting.
Thank you. It is.
It's history class all over again.
So yeah, I couldn't find anything about that Emin Pathik guy. Nothing on there. So I guess not like a historical figure. Or if it is, like not a common one.
No, I wouldn't say so, no.
Oh, what'd you find out?
Tanya did know him?
Yeah, she knows him. Mm-hmm.
Why are you being so weird? I'm like coming up to you, kind of like doing like the bird thing, like I'm peering around at your face.
Chaz is like, I'm not being weird.
No, you're being really weird.
Okay, fine. She told me about this girl, okay, and that I'm not supposed to tell anybody about it. So if you hear anything, it wasn't for me. All right.
Wait, like a girl that you like?
No.
No.
That's not why you're being weird.
You are so astute. That is absolutely not why I am being weird. You are correct.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, you're used to me calling you out on that stuff. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
What's really going on? Who is he?
He's a ranger.
Okay, so he smells, but that's not particularly weird.
Chaz, why are you being so weird? What is up with this guy that you learned?
He's specifically a drow ranger.
Oh.
Chaz, I don't want to alarm you, but you are also a drow.
Good observation, Sarathiel. Yes. And how many other drow do you think I've seen on the surface since I came here?
I do not know.
None is the answer. None. I have never seen another drow. I am freaking out.
Okay, well, if he attacks, just stand behind me.
I will, thank you.
Sarathiel assumes it's settled. Okay, problem solved.
Wait, should we be worried? I'm kind of like looking around at everyone.
I mean, no. If he knows Tanya, there's no need to be worried. I'm just worried in general.
If he's on the surface, it's probably not a problem.
Right. It's probably not a problem. Yeah.
I mean, you're really friendly, Chaz, so I think it's probably okay.
Right. It's probably fine, but I keep telling myself that it's probably fine, and I don't know how to act. I've never been around another drow.
I would say not like you're acting now. Just don't act like you're acting, because it's really weird, okay?
Oh, is it weird when I'm being really super obvious?
Yes, it is Chesimir, I say, completely letting it go over my head.
Gwyneth, this is what you acted like all the time this whole the past couple of days. This is exactly what you've been acting like.
I take a step back. I am... How dare you disperse... ridiculous, Chesimir, ridiculous.
Viernan is, cracking up in the background, but he's, trying to hold it in.
Absurd allegation, and I will not stand for it. Anyways, don't be such a weirdo when we meet this Emin dude, because it's not going to make a good first impression. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, good, great. It's not going to make a good first impression. All right, I'll be sure to keep that in mind, because it's not like that was the whole thing I was worried about in the beginning, in the first place.
I look at Sarathiel and I'm like, is he being sarcastic? I can't tell.
I don't know. He's probably just got some baggage left over from leaving the Underdark. Most Drow do, in my experience. He doesn't want to talk about it. I'm not going to force him to.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a theme today, but...
It's not baggage. I can hear you, by the way. It's not baggage so much as...
I wasn't trying to talk about it behind your back or anything. We're in the same room facing each other.
We are, indeed. And once again, it's not baggage so much as I've never seen another one of my kind since I left. I sincerely don't know how to act around another person like me.
Well, here's a start. Act around them like you would act around anyone else. It's usually worked for me.
I'm like, well, we're gonna be there, Chaz, so it's okay. It's like, even if you do get really awkward, we'll cover for you. We're famously known for being charming.
Oh, yes, I know, Gwyneth. You are very good at being charming. He, flicks your nose.
Thank you, I think. So, we're meeting this guy tomorrow? Is that the deal?
Tomorrow at midnight.
That would explain the midnight. All right.
Yeah, it would. I mean, not everybody has your artificing skills to make that hat.
I know.
Do we need to prepare for something? What if he is a bad guy? Is there anything we need to do to, I don't know, I could prepare some spells.
I mean, that's a good idea anyway if we're going hunting warlocks, Gwen.
Right, exactly. Do that anyway, regardless.
Well, yes, I was going to prepare spells. I'm saying which ones. I pull my spell book.
Oh. Ones that go boom.
Boom spells. Okay, excellent.
Not too much boom, because we don't want to collapse the tunnels with us in them.
I'm already writing a note. Boom spells.
Oh, God. Right, remember, did you research structural integrity while you were...
I did not, because there wasn't a lot of information about it, so I'm going to assume very structurally
that's right.
sound
Oh,
and
no.
probably great. Okay,
They're
okay,
old.
fine.
They're ancient tunnels!
Yes, okay, you're not wrong. It's just not as fun, Chaz, so I guess we won't collapse the tunnels. Although I do have a really good letter to the editor penned that I think that the leaders of Silvermoon are going to be very interested in, but we don't have time for that today.
Okay, so tomorrow at midnight.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
Great. How did the shopping go?
It was fine. I got her a bouquet of flowers and I left it on her desk.
Oh, those were from you. Okay, great!
Yeah. Well, yes? Who else would they have been from?
I did mention that she was, there was a girl. It's fine, just classic misunderstanding.
Oh, no.
Sarathiel says, well, I did leave it unsigned, so,
Well...
I'll just, if she asks, I'll tell her, but for now, just keep my mouth shut, I think.
Yeah. It'll probably be fine.
Chaz is sort of giggling. Yay, I love this development. They were very beautiful, so good job.
Okay.
So, everyone go prepare and all that.
Yeah, I mean, try to rest up and just call if you need anything. I should get home in time for dinner, but...
Yeah, I guess I'll see you all tomorrow.
Guess so.
So Chaz, actually, Viernan lingers for a minute as the others head out, because he does actually have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
He looks nervous to be asking about it, almost.
Oh, that immediately sets the tone. He's like, what? Why are you looking at me like that?
Do you think you would be able to replicate or alter one of the bracers?
It's certainly something I could look into.
Because, I mean, these are all tracked by AppTap.
Good point. I will definitely make it a priority because, as you said, we can't let them onto what we're doing.
At least not all of it.
He's like, yeah, sure. It'll give me a project to work on. Well, I wonder if this Emin likes hats.
He's a ranger, so it rains sometimes. Maybe he needs a hat to keep the water out of his eyes, and if it let him walk during the day, maybe.
Great. I'll make him one while I'm at it. I'll make a bracer and a hat. He's like, great. He pulls out his fashion design notebook. Like, great. To work.
Yep, he's gonna head out after that. It's kind of obvious that he's thinking about Silvery Moon and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the big thing is AppTap tracks everything we do with these bracers, which we used to our advantage in the past, but...
Yeah.
It's gonna be difficult. It's not easy, because these were very, technical things. It will take quite a while.
So.
Because you had your replicate magical item thing.
Sounds fun.
You don't want to risk exploding yourselves or other unpleasant things with portal manipulation. We all try to get a good night's rest. How do we do?
Terribly. Thank you for asking.
We did offer you a potion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he knows.
Do you get any trance in?
Not really.
So it's like 2 days in a row?
Oh, dear.
Yeah, no, it's a problem. Fortunately, it won't have too much of a mechanical penalty since he hasn't been, losing hit points and he doesn't have any spell slots or anything like that. But he's very reluctant to trance. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm sleeping great.
Right? I'll bet.
Learning all these cool new things. I mean, I'm not happy about the AppTap stuff, and I'm some small nightmares about it. But nothing really traumatic has happened to me yet. So don't make a note of that or something, please.
And yeah, Chaz is just working on things. He's embroidering little flowers. He's like, wait a minute. What if he doesn't like flowers? Oh my god. And then he's like, no, that's stupid. Who wouldn't like flowers? They're beautiful. He's a ranger. Surely he can appreciate. All right, anyway, back to the bracer.
Can't believe he's going to be like, hello, random stranger. Here is a hat. I embroidered it with flowers.
Hi, person who I desperately want to be my friend. Please wear this thing that I made for you by myself.
We've never met. I assume it's fine.
Right, it's fine. How do I make friends? Help.
Delightful. So I'm just going to fast forward sound to midnight on the 13th. I'm going to say you guys probably meet up somewhere neutral before heading over. This isn't a official AppTap mission or anything.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yep.
Sure.
You head over to Everdusk Hall, which it's a building on the, I think it's on the North Bank. I honestly didn't look it up, but it's part of the Conclave of Silvery Moon. It's a temple. It was burned down, actually, about 40 years ago, but it was rebuilt.
Temple to whomst? Just curious. Whomst?
Many?
Okay, I was going to say, is it for a goddess, yes or no?
No.
Okay, great. We're fine.
Yeah, it's just for the Seldarine, so it's the Elven Pantheon.
Mm-hmm. Chaz still looks around nervously.
I mean, you're not actually in Everdusk Hall. You're just meeting near there. You meet at a tavern nearby. And I'm just going to say that Sarathiel, you probably walked over with Chaz, because Viernan did his usual thing of having to go home for dinner and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
You are all probably a bit surprised to see Viernan and Celestin waiting for you.
Sarathiel looks for a window to dive out of.
Chaz is tries to grab him ah.
I give a giant big wave.
V waves back. So she doesn't seem like she's gonna tear into anybody. She seems calmer than she was the other day. And V just kind of gives you guys a small smile as you come over.
Ah, hello. Viernan and Celestin. How are you both doing?
I think she just kind of arches an eyebrow at you and... Fine. How are you?
I am not sleeping with your fiancé. I know this is a little awkward. We are not.
Yeah, we established that a couple days ago.
not sleeping together. We were physically in the same bed, but that was the extent of it.
Stop before
Just-
your boot gets further into your mouth.
Okay, I'm just, yeah.
So, Vernon tells me that you idiots were thinking of going into the tunnels without a map.
Well, we did plan to meet a ranger.
Yeah, we had a contact, but yeah, the map would have been helpful.
Yeah. I can't believe AppTap hasn't hired a cartographer, but I don't want any of you to be injured down there, so this isn't complete by any means, but hopefully it should, with the help of your ranger friend, get you out of there. And she slides a map across the table to, I guess, Chaz? I think she feels like
Sure.
you're probably the most responsible right now.
Oh, no.
Comparatively, because she's met you before.
Right.
And, Gwen seems squirrely and, no, Sarathiel.
Hey, I'm not squirrely.
Don't lie. You look like a student.
Yeah, okay, fair.
With bright pink hair. I still love that.
Mm-hmm.
Sarathiel says, "Thank you. That's very thoughtful of you. I appreciate the gesture."
You're welcome. And, just bring him back in one piece. I know he's a healer, but he's not exactly fighty type.
Ah, yes. Yes, I am quite familiar. Not because I've slept with him.
Okay, so
Because
Raphael, it's fine.
I've worked with him for over 40 years. That's
we
why
know-
I'm
we
familiar
know.
with him.
Right now I'm trusting his twin, who trained you.
Yes.
So, if Taina trained you, I trust your skills.
Excellent.
Don't worry, we will take care of him.
And V's just like, oh my god.
Always a pleasure, Celestin.
All right, I'm gonna head home, but just don't scare me, V. And she just gives him a kiss on the cheek and heads out.
She seems great. So great.
Yeah. You need to relax a little, Sarathi. I think she got the message. I think you're fine. I think it's all good now.
Yeah, tensions are not about you as much. Celestin and I have, let's just say, we've been off again and on again, and it's been a bit of a roller coaster.
What?
I did notice. Only the cheek, really, Vienen? Breaks my heart.
We're in public.
Oh, well, so? She's your fiancé. Are you not allowed to kiss your fiancé in public? Vienen! I'm so sorry. What
I
have you
just
done?
don't make a point of doing it in taverns.
Oh, right. Understood.
Like, there's a time and a place for public displays of affection. Close to midnight is not it.
Chaz raises an eyebrow and gives him a look like, okay, sure.
I'm like looking her up, being like, were you worried that people were gonna think she was a stripper?
No!
Okay, Gwynedd. He puts his arm around your neck and he just suddenly puts a hand over your mouth.
Oh, dear.
No, you're done. You've lost your talking privileges for the next hour.
Oh, I was just raised in a family that was all too aware of... It's just not important. Come on.
Chaz is like, yep, map, let's go.
So you head over toward the entrance, and there is somebody waiting for you. They are, as mentioned, a drow. They've got chin-length, pale yellow hair, characteristic dark skin, and pale lilac eyes. And they are wearing studded leather armor.
I feel like Sarathiel is probably comfortable enough to approach first. Also, he is the tank, so it's his default setting to approach first, just in case, He heads up, he says, Emin Pathik.
Yes, I am.
Sarathiel. He offers a hand.
Pleasure.
And this is Vienen and Chesmere and Gwynedd.
I'm glad that you can join us tonight.
Hello. I am Chazmir, hello.
Hi, Emin, as we've established.
Yes, we have established that. Mm-hmm.
Come.
It's he's always like this. It's very nice to meet you.
I lean over to Chaz. I'm like, you're doing it. Stop.
He says, if I might ask, how is it that you were clued on to what we were working on with the cultists?
Well, I've been working with the spell guard to, help clear the tunnels underneath the city. it works out easily. His, daylight and all that. But one of the spell guards mentioned that there was something going on with AppTap, and if we could keep an eye out for some of the things around here, to get in touch. And I knew Tanya for a while.
Did you?
Yes.
How exactly did you meet her?
Sarathiel turns around. Jasmine, what are you doing?
She's my best friend, I need to know.
It's a perfectly rational explanation.
Right.
So, out of character for a second, how exactly did you meet Tanya?
Oh, yeah, she found me, didn't she? Yep, she did. She found me bleeding out and was like, oh no, that's not good. Did she also find him bleeding out too in the middle of a field? She does like collecting strays.
I feel like what he says in response is, she's a bit of an outsider here too. We do tend to find each other.
He's like, all right, that's fine. That's true. She is a good judge of character. That is very true.
Okay, well, now that we got whatever that was out of the way.
Yeah, let's head inside, meet some of my associates, and we'll get this hunt started.
Associates, okay.
Oh, associates! Great. How many of them are drow like you? Just curious.
I mentioned my associates in the letter, but it's fine. No, it's just one. Just come on.
Okay.
He leads you into the tunnel.
Sarathiel feels like he has to be extra normal to make up for whatever the fuck Chaz is doing right now.
So he leads you into what seems to be like a staging room that was probably set up by the spell guard who protect the city. And his associates are there. The first of them that you see is... So, Chaz, you probably know what this is. How do you react to seeing a displacer beast?
Chaz just sort of stops and is like, oh.
She's tame. Don't worry about it.
That's too many legs. That's an absurd amount of legs.
Sarathiel's like, oh my god, what is her name?
Her name's Malshra.
Malshra, I love her. Sarathiel goes right up to her and kneels down.
Oh my god.
Oh, she is excited. She is excited for the opportunity for pets.
Oh my god, he pets her right away.
She is quite excited that you are not scared of her tentacles, because most people are.
Oh, I'm talking like 2 hands scratching behind the ears, like all in pets.
Oh god. Yes, she is loving you. I feel like she has just like fallen over on her side and doing that like stretch thing.
Does she want belly rubs?
No belly rubs, Net. No.
No belly rubs?
No. But you pick that up quickly enough.
How about chin rubs? Oh, does she like chin rubs?
Oh, chin scratches, yes.
Oh, she likes chin rubs.
Chaz is just like standing there watching this like, yay, I'm glad our companions get along.
And you hear a laugh from further into the room, and another drow steps out. She's got longer hair. It's the same kind of pale yellow color. And her most distinguishing feature is she's got just dozens of piercings that go all the way up her ears. Studs, chains, all sorts of fun things. And she is also wearing leather armor. And from the number of visible knives that she has strapped on, you can assume that she has a lot more hidden.
Oh my god, Sarathiel might be a little into her. Just a little bit, maybe.
Oh dear, this is completely different. Like, he was super awkward with Emin, but now he just, like, goes very still when he sees a woman on the surface.
Yeah. I feel like Sarathiel needs to make some sort of, I guess, like a history check or something to see if he knows the cultural stuff about drow women.
Yeah, go for it. Oh.
Oh boy.
He does not know, and also he does not notice. He says, "Oh, is this yours?"
No, she's Emin's.
Oh, she's wonderful. Absolute cuddle bug.
We found her as a cub, and it was easier to tame her, but she's been invaluable.
I'm not even 100% sure what she is. All I know is that I love her and she loves pets.
She's a displacer beast. We see them frequently down in the Underdark. Usually, they're not as nice as this one, so don't try to pet most of them usually.
That's so funny. Speaking of things that we normally see in the Underdark and not on the surface, what are you doing here?
So I was like, wow, it's a little bit rude. Came off a little rude, Chasmere.
It's supposed to be rude. Is this a trap? Did you bring him up here? Is he under your control?
Hardly. No, my brother helped both of us escape. And a half-elf kind of meekly waves from the back. He seems to be rogue as well, leather armor, knives out the wazoo. But seems a little bit more reserved than this other girl is. Not that you asked, but my name is Farah, and this is Ryder. And like I said, my brother helped us both escape.
Okay. I apologize for the outburst. You surely must know.
I do.
Okay, well.
Sarathiel wants to chastise Chasmere more, but no, I feel like the cat's paws are on Sarathiel's shoulders.
Malshra, the instant you stop petting her, is doing the headbutt thing, but she's a huge displacer beast.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Queen.
And she almost knocks even you over.
Oh no.
He just submits to it. He sits down and is like, yes.
Oh, the purring is quite loud.
Oh no, Vernon, I think we need to get him away from the displacer beast.
Get away from you with your sweet little face.
Yes, precisely because of that.
You want to get between them? I don't particularly.
I also don't.
It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you all. Very nice to meet you, particularly this one. And he thumps the displacer beast.
She's good, but she's starting to get too stimulated, so, the tail's going twitchy, and the tentacles are coming towards you.
Okay.
Okay, alrighty.
Hey, that's a sign that she's done. Come on.
Oh man, that was awesome. He stands up, he's got displacer beast fur all over him now.
So you have met the team. They will fill you in on what they've found. There's not much more than what was in the letter. No, so we've been tracking them for a while now. We didn't know too much about them until recently. Time is weird in this city.
Yeah, telling me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, we're not sure if they're a, result, a ripple or what, but they seem mostly concerned with ApTap and destroying it, or using the portals for whatever their means are, at least from what we've observed.
Well, we're happy to assist. Unfortunately, we can't do it in a official ApTap capacity.
Mm-mm.
But, assistance is assistance.
It would be invaluable.
Right. Let's go then.
Yeah. Now, remember, we are trying to capture them. We're not trying to just kill them, because we do want to actually find out who their leader is. Your patron.
Yeah. So Sarathiel looks at Vernon nervously. He's not sure if he's okay to tell this to anyone outside of ApTap. And also just making decisions in general right now is
Vernon kind of takes the cue for you and just kind of, as delicately as he can, it mentions, we suspect we might have already run into them.
Their patron, that is.
They're, at least, they appear to be an elf, and they seem to have more magic than we anticipated. They manipulated a portal, and it did some things that it should not have been able to do, which kind of goes along with your theories that, they're
powerful. And I am absolutely in agreement. If at all possible, I would certainly like to resolve things peacefully. I have no desire to kill anyone today, or ever, really, in general.
Yeah, hopefully, or ever. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If at all possible, I would certainly just like to ask some friendly questions, and hopefully it will not be any more dangerous than that.
I mean, all bets are kind of off when you're dealing with warlocks, but yeah, they're
True.
mildly better than cultists. Sometimes.
Tell us how you really feel.
How many of them do we think we're dealing with?
We're not sure.
Oh, good.
We don't think it's a particularly large group, but with the access to the portals, we don't really know.
Sarathiel looks down at himself and realizes he is covered in Displacer Beast fur.
Luckily, none of us are allergic.
Yeah.
He tries futilely to wipe it off, which only makes it worse, like you know how fur is.
Mm-hmm.
Is the half-elf a drow half-elf? Or is it just like a regular half-elf?
No.
Okay.
So I didn't state it explicitly, but the implication is he was a slave of the drow.
Okay.
Yeah, the drow do that a lot.
Yeah.
They sure do.
It's pretty much all that they feel the other races are good for.
Mm-hmm.
Not that Sarathiel fucking knows that with a 6.
Nope.
Right.
You know jack shit.
But yeah, if we have the time, there is at least something that he would like to quietly tell Farah.
Yeah, we can say that she's toward the back of the group as you head in.
And Chaz comes up next to her and is like, again, my apologies. I've not met anyone else like me since I left.
I understand, and I thank you for the apology, but if I hadn't had my brother with me, I probably would have reacted similarly.
It's good that he's with you. I wish that I could have my... And then he just stops.
Did you leave someone back?
No, whatever I left behind is dead. The person that I was is also dead.
It's difficult, but we can move on from it.
Right, and you're not alone. So.
Well, neither are you.
True. But it's not the same, you know.
I do.
I feel like in the background, as this very serious emotional conversation is playing out, Sarathiel has pulled the hempen rope from his explorer's pack and is playing tug of war with the Displacer Beast.
Oh, God. Of course.
Viernan is like half-heartedly trying to stop you, but only because you might need the rope later.
He's like, wait a minute, I don't want Displacer Beast drool all over that.
Well, no, it's not even that. It's like, it's got very sharp teeth.
She'll shred it, yeah.
Hempen rope is not that strong. The tunnels themselves seem relatively well kept, at least in this portion of them. You get the impression that they've been kind of patched up and repaired in this area just because they need it to be safe enough to do patrols in. As you head further down, they become a little bit less well kept, but it's not the ruins that you were expecting, given the description. It's not quite clear what this used to be, but it seems like maybe it might have been the beginnings of a city, either before Silvery Moon was built or around the same time, maybe as a city of both elves and dwarves, but it's not really evident from the architecture.
Sarathiel loses his game of tug-of-war.
You go sprawling.
But he does eventually pick himself up, dust himself off. He is fucking in love with this thing. And he takes like a measuring look around and he says, well, nothing left to do but to do it.
Guess so. Let's,
Go confront some warlocks.
get this over with. That's what I was going to say, Gwen.
Sarathiel pulls God Eater off his back and lights it up.
Oof. Ah. Ugh. And the 3 drow are all like, oh god, ow.
Oh god, sorry. And he like dims it, like hides it behind his body. Sorry, it's sorry.
I can't remember, do half-elves have dark vision or not?
We do, yes.
Not strictly necessary.
Well, it does more damage this way.
Yeah, but like there's time to activate it, isn't there?
Sorry. I'm just used to, lighting the... whatever. He turns it off.
And we go off in the dark. Her heels click sharply on the polished stone floor as Oriana strides down the hall. She smiles and waves automatically to a few APTAP agents, but doesn't linger for any conversations. Luckily, the bag in her hand is an easy excuse. I'm going away for a few days, and I don't want to be late, it seemed to say. She makes it out of headquarters easily enough, and it's just a few quick portals away to her destination, though she times each carefully to avoid being followed. The illusions cast on this tower have held up remarkably well over the centuries, and the nearest villagers don't even remember it exists. Navigating the building is second nature to her, as is the careful way she repositions each ward after she passes. No one has disturbed them, unsurprisingly. Finally alone in her tower's office, she slips off her heels, rotating her ankles with a weary sigh. Oriana lights a fire with a casual gesture of her hand and luxuriates in its warmth for a moment, tempted to read by its light or even just to go to bed. I've put this off too long, she thinks to herself. With the suppression mark weakening, it's only a matter of time until the God-Eater reemerges. With another sigh, she pads silently over to the wall, opening a concealed panel and retrieving a small box. It's heavier than its size would imply, carved from stone and lined with lead. It's inscribed all over with wards against scrying and detection. Carrying the box and a few other components, she unlocks another door and steps through. She barely glances at the warlock shackled nearby as she sets up her things on the table. "Stop your whining," she says eventually, turning around. "I would say it's nothing personal, but your patron killed a lot of my people in that explosion. Besides, you heard what he did to Drake, didn't you? It's not like he actually cares if any of you live or die." She holds out a small potion to the elf. "Won't hurt as much if you take this." Seeing the hesitation in their eyes, she removes the cap and holds it to his lips. "At least this way, your death will serve a purpose." The administrant opens the stone box and begins the incantation, closing her eyes to block out their pleading. The God-Eater cannot be allowed to return. Hey everyone, Val here. Thank you for tuning in to the latest episode of Crit Fail Club Restoration. If you can't wait to hear what happens next, check out our Discord server for episodes in pre-release, or to listen in live as we record. You can join us by going to bit.ly/cfcdiscord. For more information on the show, character biographies, and links to social media, head to our website, critfail.club or critfailclub.com. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Tumblr. We don't advertise at all, so if you like what you hear, tell a friend who might also enjoy the show, post on social media about it, or leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. Full episodes are available on our YouTube channel, bit.ly/cfcchannel, or on other major podcast platforms. Thanks again for tuning in.